If you are looking for Ultimate Team coins, I have the place for you. Head on over to easymuckcoin.com where you can purchase coins for as little as $45 a mil. I did not stutter. Link is in the description. Use code GS for 5% off. What up, ladies and gentlemen? We're about to check me out doing some 2K drills, but gonna go ahead and give my thoughts on what is one of the biggest topics. And if you guys been following me for years, I usually don't partake in the whole news thing when someone is down bad in a situation and things like that, but figure we'll talk about this EDP situation as you guys see the Shaq you guys see the big boy out here working on our finishing drills. If anybody plays 2K, let me know. I'll be down to run some part. Got the big Shaq out there. Know what I mean? Putting in work down there in the paint. Know what I mean? This kind of hits close to home because obviously, he's not part of the Madden community, but he's part of the football community. And that's what brings us all together at the end of the day, right? We all love football, which translates to video gaming, which is why we love Madden, because we're just all in love with the game of football. And if you guys haven't seen the video of him getting caught by poachers, I forgot what the name of their little mini organization they got going on. Predator poachers, I think it is. He got caught talking very sexually, very wild to an underage girl who was the age of 13 years old. And apparently he has gotten caught several times talking to underage girls, but it was never proof to really back it up. But no, this time there's an hour-long video of him, going to meet this 13-year-old, and then they catch him and let him know that it was pretty much a sting operation. I believe the girl's name was Sophie. They were pretending to be to lure him in. It took about 2 months. They contacted him on Instagram and pretended to be a fan of his, and he went ahead and started talking to her, and he took it sexually, and started talking wild, and talking about he wanted to take her virginity and how he wanted to take her innocence, and just absolutely wild things that you would not believe someone of his social status would ever put themselves in that wild situation. Because although he's not the best looking creature out there, neither am I. I'm no Tom Cruise or anything like that. I'll go on ahead and be first to say that. But when you're that big on social media, when you have millions of subscribers and you have hundreds of thousands of people on Instagram, there's definitely going to be some people that's going to try to smooch in on your to get a little piece of that that social status of yours, because you could definitely you being that big, you can definitely you can change someone's life. It is what it is. You could help them on YouTube. You could help them on Instagram. You can, help them on whatever platform, they're on. And you can, potentially change someone's life, because he's just that large in, with the social status that he has and all that stuff. But it's absolutely wild, as a father, as a parent. Of course, you see someone, talking this crazy to such a young person, and it's wild. It's absolutely wild to think that you're going to go on ahead and throw everything away to talk to a 13-year-old girl. Like, that's just astronomical. I don't even know if I used that word correctly, but it's just wild to think that you're going to go on ahead and just completely throw your life away for a child. He hasn't been heard from since the video dropped. He has yet to, make a statement. He has yet to do anything publicly. Now, what does worry me is that he's known to have several guns around, and you don't want him doing anything stupid to himself. I definitely believe he needs help. He's a very sick, mentally very sick individual. As they're questioning him about his as they're questioning him about, you guys see we play on Hall of Fame too. You know what I mean? We like a tough challenge around here. As they're questioning him about the meetup and where he's at psychologically about all this, he just admits to having sexual fantasies and fetishes of a younger girl, and 13 being, according to him, like the youngest. He was not interested in anyone like 11 or 12, but 13 just happens to be that magic number for him, where he would have sexual fantasies, and he was sending pictures of his baby maker, his love muscle. He was out there sending provocative pictures, asking to receive some back, and it's sad to see, man. And you know what's crazy is that him and I almost worked together. Almost, we were close. We were very close to working together, which would have been a fire video. This was years ago, and this is back when I was doing a franchise, and I was playing the Eagles. So it took like a week. I'm hitting him up on Twitter, He finally got back to me. This is back when he had a Twitter, and he DM'd me, and I'm like, listen, I run a Madden channel, and I would like to know if you want to, work together. If you could kind of send me like a small little cameo of you talking from your point of view of how you're going to beat the hell out of us, how we have no chance. Kind of what you do, just backing your Eagles up, whatever team I was, and I'm going to be, this team, and let's just say the Giants. I'm the Giants. We play you guys. I play you guys in my next game, and I would love for at the very beginning of the game for you to pop in, and I'll play the video of you going and talking about, how the Eagles are going to destroy us and how we suck and the Eagles this and that. And he agreed to do it. Of course he was like, I got to eat. And basically let me know he's not trying to do it for free, which I said, understood. I offered him $100, and he said he would do it, and I thought it was gonna make for a fire video. But what happened was he lost his Twitter. I think the very next week, he lost his Twitter, and he made a new account. And when he made that new account, he wasn't following me anymore because it's a new account, and I tried to get him to follow me again to see if he could still do it, and he just never got back to me, and the video never happened, which I thought would have been fire, right? That would have been a freaking amazing surprise for the folks, because he's a very well known, when it comes to the Eagles and personalities. He's one of the biggest guys out there. I can't even think of anybody out there. Like, I don't even know a lot of like the super fans that are out there on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a lot of people like him that are for different teams and stuff like that, but he's one of the more recognizable characters out there. And even if you don't know him by name, if you see a picture, I'm sure you've seen a gif of him on Twitter or Facebook, or him just swallowing a water bottle almost whole. Like he's got a lot of memes out there. He's got a lot of memes out there, and over the years he has become, very, very, very popular. And it's just sad to see him go out like this, man. Now, not sad to see him, like, I feel bad for him, because obviously you don't want nobody ever, especially a 30-year-old grown man, taking advantage of, small children. It's sick, and he has mental issues, man. I mean, I'm not a fan of the whole cancel culture thing. I think it's crazy. They out here canceling my boy Pepe Le Pew. They out here just canceling wild things out here. But this one, rightfully so. He's going to get canceled. I think, in my opinion, the only shot he has of making any type of comeback, and I doubt this would even work, but I think the only thing he can do, shut the channel down, take a year off, I mean, that's even if he doesn't do jail time. I don't know. There's a possibility he might not, because this isn't like a legal sting operation by these guys. It's kind of like a citizens thing that's going on. So he might see jail time. He might not. I don't know. They have gotten people arrested before, but when the police contacted the predator, they went to their house and they found, like, child, you know, tapes having sexual encounters. You know what I mean? Like, children's variations of it, and and they had stuff on their phone and all this different stuff and videos and all. So they were able to get tons of charges and being able to lock people up. But as far as he might, I mean, if he sees jail time, which he deserves, but if he doesn't, I can understand why not, because, like, I don't know the law like that. Maybe 100% he's going to go to jail at some point. Maybe he can avoid it. I don't know. But let's just say he doesn't get any jail time. Take a year off. Go on ahead and get you some help and film the home thing every step of the way. Make like little mini documentaries of you checking in these, mental health clinics, and you getting better and you seeking help. And, for a full year, you showcase your progress. And then after a year, come back and, just drop them and let them know that you went out, you seeked help, and you're going to go on ahead and, show the progress of your, the entire process, your progress, and your, things like that. But even then, I don't see people messing with them, man. His whole life was pretty much just down the drain, just like that, man, because he wants to go on ahead and, try to get it in with a 13-year-old child, man. It's sickening. It's wild to think that someone can be like that, man. It's just crazy, man. I would love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on the situation. I mean, I don't see many people backing him up in the situation, because he the what's the saying? Caught in 4K? Yeah, he's absolutely, like, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable to be of that age and have sexual fantasies of a 13-year-old child is just asinine. It's incredible, man. It's an hour-long video. If you just type in EDP445 expose, you'll find it. The guy who made the YouTuber, because if you type in EDP, there's so many videos that are coming up, because everyone is talking about it and how crazy and wild this situation is. But if you want to find the video, you type in Chet Goldstein, Chet, and then Goldstein, Goldstein, and you're able to go ahead and find that video. And and then there was like a 3-hour long live stream from before, where they show all the transcripts, all of the text messages. Every single text message is going back and forth and stuff like that. And now it's done, man. Like, it's his whole life just down the drain, man. And he talks about him contacting and being involved in this conversation with the child, because he was lonely and he was just looking for attention, pretty much. And even so, it's sick, man. The guy is sick in the head. The guy obviously has some type of mental issues. The guy needs to get help and then thrown in jail, because, and then they do to people in jail who messes with the child folks, man. Those people aren't treated very nicely. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the situation. It's your boy GS, man. We're going to be signing out.